Everyone, this is going to be a live video talking about the new boosted boards. Um, I think the only negative is when using the front camera, it might reverse the image. So you might be seeing the reverse of me. I don't really know for sure. I wanted to talk about the new boosted boards, however. They are starting to ship now, and they include the boosted Mini S, the boosted Mini X, as well as the boosted Stealth. And some people have commented on my prior videos about the boosted boards, saying, am I going to get any of the new ones? And first of all, let me talk about the specs. The boosted Mini S, first of all, the boosted Mini and the boosted Mini S and boosted Mini X are smaller versions of the boosted board that are easier to pick up and take with you, although they're still quite heavy. They're at least 15 pounds. The Mini S has a top speed of 18 miles per hour and just comes with the standard battery that gives you up to, I believe, something like, I think it's 7 miles of range or something like that on eco mode. Of course, it's going to be less if you go faster. The Mini X is the same form factor with the extended range battery, and that gives you up to 14 miles of range in eco mode. Of course, it'll be less if you go faster, and that has a top speed of 20 miles per hour. Then they have their top of the line board, the boosted Stealth, which is the long board, can go up to 24 miles per hour. The range on that one, I think, is also 14, I believe, in eco mode. All of the new decks have all new components that are manufactured by Boosted in-house. I think they're still, they're not using like off-the-shelf stuff anymore. They've made like new trucks, new their own wheels. The board itself is no longer bamboo. It's more of a composite with wood and composite material. So, new boards and stuff like that. But anyway, you can read all their specs online. But I wanted to talk about why I'm not really interested in any of the mini models. And that's because I think that the boosted board is really like, the long board is really more suited to the boosted board, to an electric, skateboard. It's a lot more forgiving. And I did try the mini board at one of the boosted events, and it was the Mini S, and it felt a lot more unstable. And I think the boosted board is really like a form of transportation. And I live kind of in the suburbs, and I actually use the boosted board to go all the way across town. In fact, sometimes I even use it to go to my mother's house, which is literally 4 cities away. She lives literally right about 11 miles away from where I live, and I'm able to ride the boosted board all the way to her house across 4 cities. Just taking side streets and bike paths and stuff like that. So for me, it's a form of transportation, and the minis aren't as good for that. The mini boosted boards aren't as good for that. They're just good for maybe just going to, like, if you live in a populated area, like, or in a downtown area or something. The minis are good for just going like across campus, or just going to get coffee down the street and stuff like that. But for actual long trips where you want to be kind of comfortable and just cruise around and stuff like that, the longboard form factor is a lot better. So I am interested in the Stealth model. So if I can get one of those at some point, I will, although I didn't order one or anything like that because I think my V2 boosted board is perfectly fine. But yeah, the Mini X and the Mini S I'm not really interested in. They feel a lot more unstable, and they're also, I don't know, just sort of, they don't flex like the longboards do, so they're just not as suited for like an actual electric skateboard vehicle, actually. So, also they you can feel like the bumps more in the road a lot more than you can on the longboard. So it's just not as suited to be like a transportation vehicle as much as the longboard, form factor is. So I do like the Stealth boosted board. I'm interested in getting one of those at some point down the line. Mainly, I want to get one uh, without having to pay sales tax. So if I can find a dealer, eventually down the line on Amazon or whatever, where I can order one without having to pay sales tax, I'll probably do that. But for now, my boosted board V2 is still going pretty well, and I really like it, and I'm going to keep that for a while. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to do this short video and talking about the different boosted boards. If you have any questions or comments or feedback, go ahead and leave it. I'll be hanging out in the comments field of this video. And see you in my next video.